The airline operators of Nigeria, through a letter addressed to the Home Minister of Aviation, claimed that multiple charges are imposed on the airlines by aviation agencies and requested a review of these charges or a waiver on duplicate and non-statutory charges. The named agencies in this letter are NCAA, FAN, and NAMA. To start with, AON wrongly claimed that NCAA was charging airline operators 5% ticket sales charge, 5% cargo sales charge, and 5% excess baggage charge. As regards to the matter of TSC and CSC, that is ticket sales charge and the cargo sales charge, these are statutory charges as enshrined in the Civil Aviation Act 2006, Part 5, Section 12, Subsection 1, which states there shall continue to be a 5% air ticket, contract, charter, and cargo sales charge to be collected by the airlines and paid over to the authority. The truth of the matter is that neither the 5% ticket sales charge nor the 5% cargo sales charge is charged or paid by the airlines. Section 12, subsection 1 of the Civil Aviation Act 6, 2006 is critical clear that these charges are to be collected from the passengers' ticket sales charge and consignors of cargo sales charge by the airlines and paid over to the authorities. These charges are not paid by the airlines as claimed by the AON. The airlines are only to collect these charges and pay over to the authority. The TSC and CSC is shared among the aviation agencies, namely NAMA, NIMET, NCAT, AIB, and NCA at a predetermined ratio stated in the Civil Aviation Act. And at this point, I would also like to make it categorically clear. These funds shared with these agencies are not only the agency's fund. 25 will pay minimum of 25% of this fund to the consolidated revenue of the Federation. So it's not only the agency's money, it's also the federal government money, so that we understand crystal clear how serious this matter is. The point must be made, NCA does not receive any subvention or funding from the federal government. Its financial autonomy is critical for the authority to effectively and efficiently carry out its statutory oversight functions. NCAA is 100% IGR. I don't get a dime from the government. All we do is 100% IGR. The TSC are paid by passengers. Paid by the passengers contributes to almost 85% of NCA internally generated revenue. So without the TSC, I cannot even be sitting in this room. I cannot afford here. We cannot be having this meeting. 85% of our funds come from that TSC. The airlines contribute less than 15% of the authority's internal revenue as payment for fees for services provided to them by the authority on cost recovery basis. On cost recovery basis. These are fees we charge on cost recovery basis. The one that blows my mind is the 5% excess baggage charge. NCA does not charge anything like 5% excess baggage charge. This is another deliberate falsehood by AON. Excess baggage is not part of the ticket cost and is charged by the airlines for checked-in baggage that exceeds certain weight and limitation. This is collected by the airlines at the point of check-in for flights without any recourse to NCA. So I don't understand where this idea NCA charges 5% excess baggage charge. I don't know which airline can claim or give any proof to that. AON wrote that an official letter and distributed it to many parts of the government, trying to paint us black, trying to make the aviation agency as we are the people crippling the industry. We have bent backwards, more than bent backwards to accommodate the industry. It is unfortunate AON has backed on a deliberate, disingenuous, and misleading campaign of falsehood within and outside industry as regards the ticket sales charge, cargo sales charge, and the non-existent 5% excess baggage charge. It is pertinent to note that as of July 31st, 2022, AON members have collected over 19 billion naira and over $7.6 million in TSC and CSC, which they have deliberately failed to remit the authority, but illegally converted these funds to their own use. All the airlines are guilty of this. The non-remittance of these funds have not only denied aviation agencies their legitimate income, but also the Conciliatory Revenue Fund of the Federation, to which the agencies remit a minimum of 25% of their revenue inflow. Every year, the Auditor General threatens NCA, the Accountant General threatens NCA, the Office of Conciliatory Revenue Fund, the mighty FSA, they threaten us because the airlines took this money and they refused to transmit it to NCA for distribution as in the 2006 Aviation Act. They threatened to deduct this money from our funds. AON listed charges for some services rendered by authority to its members for the issue, validation, renewal, extension, or variation of any certificate, license, or audit document, or the undergoing of any examination or test required by virtue of regulation, amongst others.